Hello and welcome back all my Dragon Ball theorists, and since the Tournament of Power began and the universes with the lowest mortal levels were forced to fight to protect everything they care about from being erased, something was made clear on many different occasions that no one is actually a villain. Everyone there is doing the best they can, just like the heroes of Universe 7. When Gohan was forced to eliminate Obuni from Universe 10, it was this dramatic moment where his locket fell to the ground after being eliminated and showed a picture of him standing with his family. Obuni was only fighting to protect what he loves, and in an instant Zeno erased Universe 10, and the locket that Gohan was looking at disappeared right before his eyes. Thoughts going through Gohan's head of how can something like this happen? How can someone so noble with honor be erased because of a tournament and because of the Supreme Being Zeno decided? Piccolo gave him his moment to collect his thoughts and finally said, "Gohan, let's go." With a clench to his fist, he realized how it was wrong, but he had to let go for now, because if he doesn't do the job he came here to do, then his family and everyone he loves is also next. Everyone on the tournament stage is in the same boat. Make sure Zeno is entertained and survive or be erased on the spot. He is a being that strikes fear into even the gods of destruction, and they must obey his every command, and has been that way since the beginning. Now with two of them, that danger has multiplied. Two beings with the desire to play games for amusement. Except their amusement requires destroying planets and life on a whim, only to keep them from boredom and to pass time. They are kings of everything, and thus everything is theirs to take. Two kings of everything doesn't seem like it will pan out in everyone's best interest, and if universes are to be saved, something must be done. The hierarchy of the gods works well to a point. The Kais create, and the gods of destruction destroy and create balance. The angels are their guidance, and they make sure they fulfill their duties and keep them in check. The Grand Priest oversees the angels and is Zeno's assistant, but who stops Zeno if he really wants to erase something? There is only one thing to do, and that is eliminate the one who goes unchecked. Zeno is the problem, a childlike being with desire to erase anything that is unpleasant to him in that moment. However, having two Zenos appear, while shocking, also gave away his most apparent weakness. It has presented everyone the only viable way to get rid of a being with unlimited power. That weakness is time. If Goku didn't go back to grab the future Zeno and bring him to this timeline, we would still only have one, and that future Zeno would have been left in his timeline as king of everything he erased and a vast nothingness. If this can be done, the reverse must be true. Our Zeno could have been brought to the future timeline and left there in nothingness to float forever with his future self. Zeno would be trapped in another timeline forever. He might have unlimited power, but there are limits to his abilities, and even though he can erase an entire timeline, he can't travel through time and will be confined to that one. Now, anyone who wants to change the hierarchy of the gods has a way, and it is simple. Use the Super Dragon Balls to place both Zenos in another timeline, one where they can't continue to erase what they want. The kings of everything must be dethroned, and in order to have real balance, with them both wished to another timeline, they will be forever gone to trouble this one. This would solve everyone's greatest fear, but undoubtedly create a future problem. With no fear of some supreme being erasing you, then you are free to plot and manipulate the gods to attain power to rule over them. Zamasu did a damn fine job of this, but made a fatal error of not knowing how to deal with Zeno. I know what you are thinking. You need to learn the language of the gods to use the Super Dragon Balls. This isn't something out of reach by any means, and you could even use the Earth Dragon Balls and Shenron to grant a wish as simple as to know this language. Nothing says the language can't be learned either, and would just be acquiring that information. Obviously, we don't know how the wish will play out at the tournament, who will get to fulfill it, or even if the wish happens. For all we know, something could prevent it. However, as long as the Super Dragon Balls exist, there is a way to keep the gods in check and rebalance everything to your needs. Or if you are cunning and can manipulate people like Frieza, you could perhaps get everyone to do the hard work for you and move in just when the time is right. When that is, will be up to Frieza or whoever else wants to defy the gods and Zeno to reshape the hierarchy and rule over the universe instead. Now I want to hear what you guys think. What is a viable way to dispose of Zeno and reshape the hierarchy to how you see fit? I always love to hear your theories in the comments below, and don't forget to hit that like button and please subscribe to support the channel and keep those theories coming.